Kia ora collective, and welcome to the channel Tarot by Amber Sun. My name is Amber and I'm going to be doing a collective channeled message using the tarot deck and also some oracle cards. So these are general and they will not resonate for everybody. However, my intention is to tap into a collective message to provide healing, guidance, awareness, assistance, inspiration. And I have pulled out the first 4 cards. So I haven't actually used this deck that I'm using, which is the Millennium Tarot. I purchased this the other day, but so I'm just looking at this card, which I think is Temperance, or the Justice card. So I'm just going to read out the meaning of this card from the book. So the upright meaning: close your eyes and find the harmony of your own balance. Be responsible for what you add to the scales. Act justly when you apply your will. And I think, collective, the message, that is the main message here. And with the Princess of Swords and the Princess of Wands, this is you having to take action, affirmative action, but also so when you're taking this action, you have to mentally prepare yourself or be mentally challenged in order for you to speak your truth, but also to take the action, which is that Princess of Swords, towards your truth in order to create some kind of balance here. Because the balance of scales, it's very clear, this message, collective, the balance of scales. Now when we say balance of scales, we're talking about this could be in a situation at work, at home, this could be in a relationship, this could be in a friendship, in some area in your life, collective. I feel like there's been an imbalance of the scales, right? So looking at this beautiful card. So what happens when we are out of balance? This could also be within yourself, within your emotional, mental, physical realm. There's a feeling of imbalance here, and I feel, collective, that the message is to work your way towards creating balance in whatever way that means for you. Some of you will need to be taking responsibility, because we're not always balanced and perfect, right? We are imperfect beings. We are definitely, I mean, if we could be balanced all the time, that would be, a dream. But the reality is that we all create our own imbalance in some way. And so when there is an imbalance within us, it's a sure sign that we need to pay attention to what we are doing that is creating that, and to find balance. And so how we find balance is to communicate it, or to think it in our own minds, because that's where we start in the mental realm, as well as the spiritual realm. But this is more 3D energy, where we are mentally making the decision, mentally coming to that thought process of, okay, I'm not in balance here, I don't feel balanced, I haven't taken actions or said words that were not just in the situation, so now I'm going to take action towards rectifying it and take responsibility. So a lot of you, collective, are having to take responsibility for this, and it can be hard for a lot of people, myself included, to acknowledge and accept the fact that we have created imbalance in our lives in some way. And I feel like for a lot of you, it will be in regards to a soulmate connection. Not even, I wouldn't even say soulmate connection, just a connection. I don't want to put too much pressure on this. But when those 6 of Cups come out, that gives me a really significant connection to you, whether it's a relationship, family, child. It's to do with some connection that is very close to your heart, and it's connected in ways that relate to past and past memories. So back to the adjustment card. Now, for me personally, in the last few days, I have been unbalanced. And so between head and heart, and that can, that I have physically felt the stress and the tension build up in my body. And so, when we take on those signs and signals, when we honor those feelings and take responsibility that we're not in an okay space, what then do we need to do in order to rectify and make this situation just and right? So what I did, because I could feel the tension in my physical body, was I signed back up to the gym, which had been on my mind for some time. But I knew that by doing that, and I had my first workout session yesterday, I could feel, the tension leaving my body, and it was just so good. And so I'm going back today. But, that's just an example of like honoring an imbalance within yourself and making the decision to rectify it and take action towards bringing back balance. Now, this can also relate to when you are when you're trying to communicate with your significant person or the people that you love, in order for them not to be hurt or not to take your imbalance personally, it's about communicating. And I feel like that's with the Princess of Swords, communicating this in a healthy way, because we can lash out and say things that we don't mean because we're not dealing with our imbalances. And that can leave the people that we love feeling quite confused or unable to help us and assist us and support us. So it's about, speaking up about it and just saying, look, I'm feeling this way, but this has got nothing to do with you. This is something that I'm processing within myself, and I need to take responsibility for that. And I think for a lot of us, it can be very hard to kind of put ourselves in that space. And for others, it's really easy. It's really a no-brainer. But that is the first message that I pick up for you, collective. I'm going to do some more cards. Collective. Prince of Cups, Three of Swords, Ace of Wands, beautiful cards, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, quite clearly here there is an apology. Prince of Cups. I feel like there's an offer of genuine love and emotion that's coming through because of a heartbreak. And yeah, the beauty about this apology, and I just want to probably get there's an apology coming through, or even just an admittance or a message of love, of emotional, from an emotional energy that is very sincere, and I feel like this person is sorry. Now, whether it's yourself or this other person, this person has a very genuine emotions and feelings for you, or vice versa, collective. And I feel like this is genuine, and a genuine admittance of some hurt. Three of Swords, something that hurt your heart or their heart. Okay, it was hurtful. And I'm just attracted to this flower here with the petals falling off. And once, you know, the petals have fallen, you can't put them back. You can glue them back to the flower. But the essence of that flower is, you know, those petals, they don't go back. They have to fall. And so there's a situation here, collective, where either you yourself or the other person had hurt you, hurt your heart. And it's almost like it's a disappointment, definitely. And a feeling of loss and regret that. And I feel like this Prince of Cups is coming in to apologize. They know that they hurt you in some way and that they can't take back their actions, because you can't take it back. They can't take it back, and maybe that's about this justice here, you know, trying to, by apologizing or coming in with this message of genuine emotional feeling that they are sorry, it somehow brings back the scales of justice. I almost feel like they know that they can't, that they have like tipped the scales and created this imbalance because they've hurt you in some way, but they genuinely are very sincere about making things right. And when I look at this bird, which could be, it looks like an eagle, you know, they're very determined about this. They're very focused about it. Like, it's almost the only thing that they have on their mind is coming in with this apology or with this sincere message. So that's very strong here, collective. And then the Ace of Wands, yeah, there's this new burning passion to start again. It's like they know, regardless of what has happened, there's this, they want a new start. There's a new passion, a new fire building. It's almost uncontainable, like they can't, this is it, yourself or the other person, they can't stop what's coming. And this gives me Chariot vibes too, because it's just direct. And this is full force. It's like this passion that's been building inside them cannot no longer be contained. And so they need to come forward with this message, and in order to create a new start, because whatever has started here, it's not going out. This flame is not going out. It's not dying out. It can't. It has to keep moving. And it's like a volcano eruption, you know. Once it erupts, there's no force on earth that can stop it. Yeah, sure, water can slow down lava once the volcano's erupted, but the pressure inside is too great to stop. And so this new beginning needs to happen. And it's a heavy burden. Yeah, so this is the pressure that I'm feeling. So the Ten of Wands is just pressure where there's nowhere to escape but forward. And so this person, collective, is coming forward with sincerity, with direction and focus, and wants to blast these 10 wands out of the way, because this is also holding back, right? So this person could be holding back and it's becoming a burden on them. I'm seeing the fire behind the wands with the Ace of Wands, and it's like this person wants to bust through this 10 of Wands, this confinement, this pressure that's been building up in order to release and they're coming directly to you, collective, which is, I think, beautiful. What a beautiful masculine, very masculine energy. So this person has very masculine energy. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to put 3, 4 more. I wouldn't be surprised if this person was divine masculine, or we get some kind of like emperor or king coming up. 10 of Swords. Yeah, they want to end. They want an end to this because it broke. See that little heart? These are the a 10th sword going through that heart. And this is the 3 of Swords, which is the heartbreak. Whatever they've done to hurt you, hurt your heart in some way, they want to come in and end it in this heartbreak situation. And then we have the scales again on the top of this sword. So bringing justice back to a situation. And it may be that they had to take responsibility, and this could be you as well. You may be the one rushing in because you're finding it too hard to contain the pressure that's building. Interesting. The Moon. Clearing up uncertainty. It's almost like words haven't been spoken, or there hasn't been clarity around how each person is feeling in this situation, because it's been a little bit like you've had to guess and use your intuition, and it hasn't all been out in the light. It hasn't been illuminated, and I think that has contributed to this pressure that's been building up, and like an unstoppable need to release. And things are never clear in the moonlight because it's not fully lit. And then we have Princess of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, wanting to work on this connection to make some kind of grounding, because I feel like it's almost been there's this uncertainty or unsurety that's come into this energy because of this, and it's like wanting to put some surety or firmness, some stability, some earth grounding into this situation because it has been so uncertain. And with this wand here, or staff, and this pentacle that she's holding, it's like directing the energies into the earth so that there's some groundedness because of this uncertainty about ending this heartbreak situation, putting an end to that and moving forward, but with some grounding that needs to happen, because the Seven of Pentacles is about wanting, investing your energy into something in order to see it grow, and then wanting what's the word? Wanting a sure footing. I'm just, seeing standing on your 2 feet on the earth and grounding and making, sense of this situation where there's been imbalance. It's like wanting to find balance again. And the Seven of Pentacles is about, being able to see the energy and time that you've invested into this situation, into this connection, relationship, and being able to look at these pentacles and be like, right, I know for sure that this is something real. I know for sure that this is something that I have put energy into. I know for from one of these pentacles from from the tree because I have grown it, I have sown it, I have seen it, I can touch it. And it's like just putting some grounded reality into this uncertainty, this uncertain situation that's been really uncomfortable, because nobody likes to be unsure, right? And putting an end to this heartbreak around this uncertainty. Okay, I'm going to grab some, hopefully someone out there is connecting to this message. I get a bit carried away and in the channeling, and I just hope that somebody can resonate. So let's grab a few energy oracle cards. I'm also just looking at this Ten of Swords and that sword that goes into the heart. Notice how it's broken into 3 pieces. So this could have been a third-party interference or a third-party energy, but it also could mean, you know, this person or this connection kind of went one way at the beginning, and then it kind of turned the opposite way, and then it all I'm getting is that this person didn't have a straight communication, because when the sword is crooked like that, it's like broken into pieces, right? 3 pieces, which is interesting for a 10 of Swords card to have this. And I think it's really significant. So that will resonate with some of you. Either you or this person may not have been telling the complete truth in a straight way, you know, and definitely third party energy. So we have the thinking woman, we have the world, and we have journey. Oops. I just wanted to put these beautiful orchids, they're fresh, in this video because I just think the color is so beautiful. The blush, I can't even describe the color. It's like, I don't know, it's gorgeous anyway. So thinking woman, the world, and journey. Yeah, collective, you have had to step back and think and get a bigger perspective on this situation with this person, because they let you down and hurt you, and remember vice versa. And so you've had to step back. I feel that you've pulled your energy back in order to gain a bigger perspective. With the world card here, we have this person on the edge of a pier looking at the world from, you know, outer space. But I see these lilies. Just reflecting, removing yourself from emotions in order to think about how can this situation be rectified? Is it worth rectifying? Is it something I want to put my energy into? And then we have the journey card. So I feel like collective, you're having to, and the message is this, to figure out, because I feel like that lantern there is to do with the world as well, and figure out your own journey. Like, come back to you, come back to yourself. Like, what makes you happy? What makes you feel like you are free and able to make decisions and moves that are going to bring you back into balance, going to bring you back into this sense of, where is it? Justice. There's going back to the balance, finding your balance. What needs to be acknowledged, and what do you need to take responsibility for in this situation for yourself? Because you cannot control what somebody else chooses to do and how they choose to act, and you can't be their brains for them. That's what I'm picking up, collective. You cannot be their head in their headspace, okay? That's somebody else's sacred space. The only place that you can control and direct is your own. journey, your own self. And when I talk about journey, I feel like this journey is more like an inward journey. It's the journey within yourself, like where your thoughts go, where you decide to direct your thoughts. Where are you going to direct your thoughts from here? Where are you going to direct your feelings and your emotions from here? Because they did go off path for a little bit. And that's because you kind of, in some way, in the situation, you removed yourself from yourself in order to find yourself somewhere else. If that makes sense, collective. I don't want to go too much into it. But in doing that, if you go off the path, if you feel like you've gone off your path or you become imbalanced, then you need to take responsibility, think about it, and think, right, do I need to apologize? Do I need to take responsibility for my actions? Do I need to remove myself from the situation for a little while? Do I need to find my own inner peace in order to direct myself on an inward level, not picking up physical level, but resonate as it will. But yeah, it's about finding that light in the lantern and adjusting, making the decisions to take action to adjust yourself to find balance in the situation. And I think you'll find that you and this person are wanting to go in the same direction. And there is, an ending to unsurety, and there is a message coming through from this person in order to ground this. Because like we talked about, the pressure that's building up is too much to contain anymore. So it's going to be released. And I really like this reading for you. So I hope you're able to enjoy it and take some messages from it. Please leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you next time. Ka kite anō.